When I was younger, I used to watch Fox 28, WSJV, which is now no longer around. It's now H&I. No, no, no. Now it's Roar. Because WSBT, which is which owns Sinclair, Sinclair owns them or something. So used to watch that. Moved up here to Michigan. Moved to Delaware, Michigan. For the past over 20 years, I watched Channel 3. And now everything's now digital. Now you have to use the internet, which we don't have internet right now. We're down with internet. If we had internet right now, I'll be doing a live stream right about now. But yeah, it's 4:30 in the morning. There is problems. But yeah, right now I was on to Channel 3 News right now. So yeah, we're just killing some time right now, trying to figure out what we should do today. And that's pretty much about it today. Not really much is going on right now. I mean, I don't have to happen until later on this week. I got stuff happening that like as this recording's happening, we might get severe weather tonight, which I'm ready for it. I might have to use a camera for that, but yeah. That severe weather hit Friday on the 6th. Today is the 10th of March, 2026 at 4:30 in the morning. And this is what ABC News has. And we're just going to take it piece by piece, little, day by day. Oh, ABC 57 does news at 4:30. We'll watch ABC 57, WBND. So there's one network around here does news at 4:30, ABC 57. It's 60 degrees right now in South Bend.
All right, Emmett, thank you. And this all comes as local municipalities are set to take part in Indiana's Severe Weather Preparedness Week this week, which includes tornado siren testing. But some county departments have since decided to opt out of that due to the ongoing risk for weather later tonight.
Good. What are we going to go off today?
Series of tornado siren tests that you may or may not hear later this morning.
It's Indiana Severe Weather Preparedness Week, and Tuesday night, Mother Nature could be shaking things up all across Michiana. So there's no better time than now to make sure you have a plan in place.
I do. We did our plan the other day.
Receive warnings in the event of severe weather. Tuesday, March 10th, Indiana has a statewide tornado siren test planned for 10:15 a.m. But if you're in St. Joseph County, you won't be hearing any sirens unless it's the real deal.
Yep.
Feel what's going on, including tomorrow on the risk factor of 1 to 5 from National Weather Service. We're at a 3, so we do not want that to happen.
Ooh, we're also we're at 2, so we're in trouble.
And we'll activate them if the National Weather Service gives us that indication.
Al Christus has been with the St. Joseph County Emergency
Indiana, not Michigan.
For 3 years. After running
AB 57 is actually in Three Rivers. It's a president picking up AB 57 right now.
Their siren system is one of the best in the state.
We have one of the most robust networks in the state. 67 sirens. 3 years ago, the county commissioners and the St. Joseph County Council
67 sirens.
decided to put $1.6 million of American Rescue Plan funds into the rehabbing of those sirens.
All sirens functioned right during their last test. But with severe weather in Tuesday's forecast, it's important not to rely on just the sirens.
I do.
Now, those are designed to be heard outside.
And you need to have a plan in place.
I live in Michigan.
Get that warning. Whether you hear the siren or get an alert on your TV, phone, or weather radio.
I have 2 weather radios, so yeah. Weather radios are gonna get a workout today, guys. South Bend Grand Rapids is what we use.
Always anticipate debris, thick blanket or maybe a mattress you can bring to protect you. It's always good to have all your documented papers.
So later on today, I'm gonna start packing stuff up for downstairs.
In a separate location, safe.
Pay attention to your surroundings, and it's important to consider the size of the county. If you're hearing sirens but not seeing any storm activity, those sirens could still be saving the lives of your neighbors. Christus gave us an example.
An F0 tornado came across by Great Road. Nicked the Myers a little bit. the Lazy Boy punched a hole in their roof and went over to Raising Cane's and raised Cane. And then it lifted, thank God, because it was headed towards the medical center, St. Joe Medical Center. I later received a call from a person like, why are these sirens going off? My son is playing soccer and it's sunny out here. Because I can show you what can happen within the same county.
So while the St. Joseph County siren system is certainly reliable, there is only so much it can do when it comes to warning people who are already inside. So now is a great time. Take out your phone, go to your settings, go to the notifications option, and opt in for severe weather alerts.
I already have that.
Reporting in St. Joseph County, I'm Kylie Leahy, ABC 57 News.
WBND.
We now know the exact strength of the 4 tornadoes that
Okay.
touched down on Friday across southwest Michigan. The National Weather Service rating the Edwardsburg tornado an EF1. Calhoun County saw an EF0. Three Rivers saw an EF2 tear through their streets Friday. And the strongest of them all, an EF3 tornado touching down in Union City. That's in Branch County. Indiana Michigan Power and Midwest Energy tell us power is back on for most folks in Cass County where that EF1 hit. But now neighbors tell us they are getting ready for the next round of storms, trying to clean up and secure as much as they can. ABC 57's Dante Stanton was in Three Rivers Monday assessing the
Three Rivers.
damage, checking in on volunteers lending a helping hand.
How long have you lived in Three Rivers?
Three Rivers, about 20 years.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Not this bad.
Mildred Belair tells me she's still without power in the wake of Friday's storms.
Half of my oak tree fell into my yard and blocked my driveway. Tree was uprooted in the backyard. Another tree took down my power line to my house.
The only consolation, her son traveling from North Dakota to help with cleanup. A neighbor just off East Michigan Avenue near downtown calling his backyard, quote, hell on earth. His property, a small snapshot of the tornado's path of destruction. The fence line, gone. Towering trees ripped at their roots. Even the local Red Cross shelter, Riverside Church, dealing with a partially collapsed wall.
Yeah, I showed up and I just seen people picking up bricks and people trying to pitch in, and I noticed it looked like the wall was going to fall in. And it was at that point that I realized, oh man, this is a big deal.
Pastor Eric Penn tells me they put up a gate near the damage right away, and he stayed up for more than 48 hours straight to coordinate cleanup.
Luckily, we had food already set up for an event that we had to cancel. And so we mobilized our dream team. We had 50 volunteers from our church show up within 30 minutes.
Just 2 blocks away, the damage on what's left of Wood Street, stunning. Roofs blown away or crumbled in on themselves. Shattered trees, and the sound of volunteers from Samaritan's Purse.
Hard at work. We've seen trees snapped in half on top of roofs. We've seen sheet metal lifted off of homes. We've seen homes completely taken off of their foundations.
Jacob Roots, program manager with the Christian nonprofit, telling me the next 24 hours will be critical, with the potential for more severe weather in the coming days.
With the rain coming in, we want to try to get as many homes tarped as we can. And of course, with that response of volunteers, the more volunteers we have, the more roofs we can tarp. And so that's really a priority for us, especially with more coming in.
We can also confirm at least 4 people are dead following Friday's destructive tornadoes, including a young boy. That's 12-year-old Silas Anderson from Edwardsburg. The Cass County Sheriff's Department confirming they received a call at 3:12 p.m. Friday. The frantic caller saying they couldn't find their son. Silas was later found.
So yeah, guys, ABC 57 was actually in Three Rivers yesterday. I saw the news van. I didn't take a picture of it because it was a car, but I didn't take pictures of it. I should have. Because I usually don't pick up ABC 57. This is the first time I ever got ABC 57 the past 13 years I lived here. First time I actually got ABC 57.
Express how much gratitude we feel for the overwhelming support of our friends and family. Thank you for respecting our.
So we're gonna make a storm tomorrow. So tonight.
After the tornado, Edwardsburg Public Schools said the district is focusing on supporting students and staff with Anderson, one of their 6th grade students tragically passing away. We spoke with Dr. John Peterson, a clinical psychologist. He says, speak honestly to children, especially about grief and loss. You can also discuss how your culture or faith can help to make sense of these things.
With regard to these big events, or including grief or loss, is that children of this age are going to turn towards their parents and towards their peers. And so for there to be capacity in these relationships to listen and to talk about grief, and to honor it for what it is. It's a real loss. There's unknowns to that, and there are emotions involved. And people tend to turn toward each other and come together around grief, so to allow for a capacity.
If your child is still trying to make sense of all that's going on, understanding storm damage or fear, listen to them and don't dismiss emotions. At the same time, Peterson says not to make guarantees about safety or suggest that bad things will never happen, because a child will see that as dishonest. Be sure to stay with ABC 57 Morning News for continuing coverage of the ongoing tornado recovery in Southwest Michigan and today's possible severe weather threat. New details this morning on the teenager arrested in the shooting death of 19-year-old Marco Lopez Terrazas last Monday in Elkhart. A 16-year-old has been formally charged with murder in connection to the death of Terrazas. His initial hearing is this morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Elkhart Circuit Court.
While severe weather likely to be on the way tonight and tomorrow morning, we'll break down the threats and the timing for you coming up next.
And coming up on ABC 57 Morning News, Indiana Governor Mike Braun speaking on data centers. What he's saying must be brought to the table as projects in the Hoosier State continue.
It's WBNDU. Sorry, it's WBND. ABC 57.
With weather and news. Seeing the difference every day, it's giving you that most accurate forecast as soon as we can in the day.
See the difference with ABC 57 Morning News. Weekdays starting at 4.
A bad job for someone who counts slow.
4:30 to 8 o'clock.
ABC 57.
Password 1, 2, 3, 4. Technology, am I right?
We need a new tech lead.
Sponsor your job on Indeed and get matched with quality candidates when you need them most. Visit Indeed.com/hire now.
Bobapedic means comfort. That's comfier. Hit it, guys.
I live in Colon. I just still live in Colon, Michigan. Yeah, good point. I have no money. I like living here 3 hours though. Got much to do. If I was living in Colon, right now I'd be who knows where. Maybe at the marathon. Have a donut and coffee and have TV.
Career you can take pride in. No experience? No problem. If you've got drive, we've got the tools to help you succeed. Build your future, build your community. Visit ironworkerslocal292.com to learn how to apply today.
Life's better when you're under our roof because you'll feel protected. Good thing we're covered. And safe drivers can save too. Also, your family's free too. And you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive. So while they're dreaming, you're saving. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way. American Insurance. Go and find an agent at spam.com.
Ooh! Ooh! Mighty Mouse!
How do fans feel when they watch our classic animation? Tell me, they feel elation, appreciation, and even some fixation. Fantastic. Watch BTV Tunes on broadcast channel 25.3 and on these providers.
Xfinity doesn't show it to me. I don't get those channels. Ooh.
Michigan, it's 4:44.
Shit.
Tonight, not just us, but also a lot of northern and central Illinois, down into northeastern Missouri as well. It is going to be a busy night for a lot of Michiana. Now, the Storm Prediction Center's expanded their level 3 zone. We also have our threat tracker level at a 3 for today. That is that orange coloring here. Still excluding most of southern Michigan, but now including a bigger chunk of Elkhart County. Kosciuszko has been enveloped in this as well. All of Marshall, Stark, Pulaski, Fulton still included in that. LaGrange, not as much. So our level 2 zones here, you're not exempt from that severe weather risk. You just have a much lower chance. It seems to be the setup of, okay, thunderstorms are going to fire to our south and to our west. If they can maintain composure and their strength,
Right now it's 69 degrees.
Michiana, and we will be getting the leftovers of that severe weather. The peak, though, does look to be just directly to our west in Chicagoland and northwest Indiana. High temperatures today suiting up for those thunderstorms. 70 in South Bend, 71 over in Knox, and 73 down in Winnemac. We're hoping for more cloud cover and maybe even a little bit of rain later this morning through the afternoon. It's going to be a very scarce chance, but you're saying there's a chance. Hopefully that is the goal, because the more rain, the more cloud cover that develops now compared to later means the less of a chance that severe weather has to form. It's not a great chance, but we can take those lower odds, hopefully. So what's going to happen here is from 6 p.m. until about 7 a.m. tomorrow, about a 12-hour window, I want you to be prepared for the potential of severe weather. We're going to start in the evening time here. This is 8 p.m. The most concerning part of this initial threat with severe weather is the discrete motion of these thunderstorms. What do I mean by that? Well, individual cells of thunderstorms here flaring up. Not a line of thunderstorms, just one or two, but these one or two can become supercells. They can become tornadic very quickly. They are walking into a very prime set of conditions that will feed them and keep them strengthening through Michiana. We're hoping that we don't see discrete cells, but the likelihood we will is increasing. And then after that discrete band pulls through, right, that's going to be about 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. is that main concern. From about 1 a.m. through the rest of Wednesday morning, it's mostly going to be linear. So that is a right frontal boundary or a line of thunderstorms here that are congealed and moving in one direction. And that main concern, straight line winds, very heavy rain. So from about 6 p.m. today until about 1 a.m. tomorrow morning, the threat is large hail and tornadoes. From 1 a.m. until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, that is going to be heavy rain and damaging winds. That's moving southeast with time here, and that is a cold front. Going to be substantially cooler here by the second half of Wednesday than we have been for the past 2 to 2.5 days. This is 6 a.m. on Wednesday. Once again here, you're seeing these cells trying to fire. I think this model is overdoing it just a tiny bit, but it presents a more realistic scenario than the other models that are kind of making their runs right now, hence why we're showing you this one. This is the HER. So that's moving eastward. And then the rest of Wednesday, I actually don't think we'll see the rain clear from Wednesday until 3 or 4 o'clock. Wednesday threat tracker level is at a 2. A lower risk of severe weather than late tonight, but still not 0. So severe weather concern, 6 p.m. tonight to 7 a.m. tomorrow. All threats are on the table, but the main concern here this evening into the early overnight, tornadoes and hail, and then late overnight into tomorrow morning, damaging winds and flooding. That tornado threat, though, is increasing. This is a day to have multiple ways to receive those severe weather alerts. Threat tracker level at a 3 today, a 2 tomorrow, a 0 on Thursday. Friday looking at some rain and some snow, and a big cool down on the way. There is snow in the forecast this weekend.
Emmett, thank you. Some new details this morning. Indiana Governor Mike Braun is sharing the state's new approach to lowering energy costs. And a big part of it goes
Okay, guys, I'm going to cut you guys off. I'll be back on later. I'll be back on in like 10 minutes on Channel 22.